Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Ryan Reneker. I'm a sophomore here, obviously, at Ball State. So I've been here for 2 years studying sport administration, which is my major. I really like sport administration so far because my whole life kind of revolves around sports. So being able to be in that field so far has been really exciting through different experiences. I came to Ball State for a few different reasons. One would be because of family background. My sister came here, so I would come down and visit her on the weekends. And I just really liked all that the campus has to offer through the rec center and how that's free. Well, like the recreational fees obviously are still there, but how you can just go without having to pay extra each time. And then I liked how you were able to get into the sporting events without paying extra too. I liked how the classes weren't as big too as maybe say an IU or Purdue. I feel like it's easier to learn for me in an environment that's not quite as big, so I really enjoyed that part. The next question was if I could invite any dinner guest to my dinner in the whole world, who would I invite? This is a two-way tie for me between two famous athletes. One would be Jay Cutler. He was a quarterback for the Chicago Bears, and I would enjoy taking him to dinner because he was my childhood role model. I watched him every Sunday play for the Bears, and he was just really interesting to me, and he's my favorite athlete to ever play. And the second would be Derrick Rose. He's a basketball player who played for the Chicago Bulls. I took him for a more inspirational reason. He used to be a really good athlete. He still is, but he was supposed to be maybe one of the greatest ever, and he tore his ACL a few times, and he kept bouncing back. He's still in the league today, and while he's not quite as good as he used to be, he's developed his game to grow. And so I would want to ask him how he got to where he is today and how he kept going through all the adversity. So that's really important to me, and I think it would be really interesting to have a one-on-one conversation with him. And the next question was, if a crystal ball told me the truth about my future, what would I have it tell me? Well, this could be many things, and I'd like to see who I marry one day, that sort of thing. I think the number one thing I would go with for now is my occupation, because that's the thing that I've spent the most time on to this point. I've spent many hours volunteering and trying to learn my field, so I would just want to know if it's all worth it. And obviously I can't go back and change my past because this would never happen. If I could, I would want to try to get out of this area before it's too late if it didn't work out. So occupation would definitely be the number one thing for me. It would be great to see what I'm going to spend the rest of my life doing. After that, if my house caught on fire, hopefully that never happens, that would be awful. But if it did, what is the one thing I would take with me besides my family and other possessions? Or my prized possessions. I would definitely go with my Bible. While I do realize you could go to the store and buy another one, it just wouldn't be the same because I've spent many years annotating and commentating in my Bible, writing down different things, and it's just been a great guideway through me and how I live my life. There's also a lot of letters from my friends that I've kept over time, and so I would be devastated if I lost that. So that would definitely be my number one thing. And after that, a little known fact about me would be that I coach youth sports. I've coached first grade, third grade, and fifth grade so far, and I've coached baseball, basketball, and soccer. So all those are very interesting to me. My favorite is definitely fourth grade. I started doing this around sophomore year, and I do it with my two best friends, which makes it even more fun. I got involved in this because I just wanted to learn how to be a better person and how to have a leadership role. And yeah, it's just been great because I really enjoy being around kids. They're so creative and fun, and it's just great to help them become better people and better athletes at the same time. So lastly, I was asked about my biggest self-esteem issue. That would definitely be my anxiety when giving presentations and such. I tend to get really nervous and my voice tends to cloud up kind of. And so I'm hoping over the semester I can get better at that because I haven't gave a ton of speeches. So hopefully after doing a few, I will get much better at this. It's nice to be able to give it over technology for now, but in the aspect that I would have to give it in front of a big group of people, I would hope that after this class I feel more comfortable standing up in front of people and being able to give a solid presentation. So yes, that's 4 minutes about me, and thank you for listening. I appreciate your time.